everyone, welcome to the Reaper Podcast. If you guys haven't noticed, I spent almost the entire I've been spending way more time on this. My whole thing has been rebranded. I'm still kind of rebranding. I'm trying to get the a Twitch kind of rebranded. If not, I'll probably have to either disable that and make a brand new one. But they're saying there's a way to, you can do it. So anyway, yeah, if you guys haven't noticed at all, which I'm pretty sure you guys have, I'm actually rebranding, and I've tweeted about this, that I'm rebranding everything. The name, so it is Reaper's Phantom. So welcome to Reaper's Phantom. I am the Reaper's Phantom. So, Reaper for short. But, if you guys want to call me Reaper's Phantom, hey, Reaper's Phantom, it's simpler, easy. Or if you just want to call me Reaper, you can. That's cool. The one thing I did notice, it was pretty cool, how it's weird, how I've associated myself with this Reaper type deal because it seems like it's everywhere now. When Doom came out, of course, the main protagonist, his name was John. And if you guys haven't figured it out, that is because a lot of people, like, hey, on the podcast, they call me by my first name. So, yeah, that's actually my personal name, John. I'm not using all my names, so you guys ain't gonna get that. Even if you were to find my personal thing, it's all blocked so that nobody can comment at. You can try to add me, but that's about it. You won't see anything on there besides my paper and stuff. I got everything blocked and locked. Yeah. So, and then it's weird because I picked Reaper. It's like, because that was his nickname, Reaper. So I thought that was cool. It's a little bit of info right there of me. And it's everywhere now, I've noticed. Like, I'll be sitting there playing a game and it talks about, the world of Final Fantasy. They have this little thing called, it's like a Reaper looking thing, and it's like, oh, that's cool. Of course, Mass Effect, the Reaper Leviathans, or the Reapers, it's everywhere. I didn't realize that. I had a little bit of trouble of rebranding because the name I really wanted was Phantom's Reaper. Phantom Reaper, I thought that would be cool, like, oh, cool, Phantom Reaper, yeah, I like that. But then when I searched, it was like 10 YouTubers, several Twitter people with the same name, and I'm like, shit, that's great, I can't choose that because everybody be like, there's millions of there, who are you? So I wanted a unique name, so I just kind of flipped it around, and Reaper's Phantom, which makes sense because and then I've looked, I'm like, man, I want to keep the Reaper style in the hand, but I wanted the face to change, and I was looking on several different things, and I saw this picture, and I'm like, that looks cool. Because it has the skull and everything, and it looks like, like a Reaper skull and stuff like that, except it's like synthetic and all that. And I was like, oh, that is so awesome. I want that. So I tried to fit it with Photoshop, copy paste and all that. It took me a while. And yes, I admitted I was distracted by this whole thing because everything else came last when it came to this stuff because I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to be different. There's a bunch of pictures of the same Reaper hood and the face, the skull, and it's everywhere. I mean, that's where I got it. I just got it, because I'm like, cool, that looks awesome. It's just plain Jane uh, skull and hood. It's like the Reaper thing. So, and it's everywhere, and I'm like, man, it's a generic thing, and I'm like, I want to make something, and I wanted to, but I was like, I'm learning how to do Photoshop better and everything else, and I saw this, and I was like, wow, that's the face, that's my new face, that's Reaper Phantom, that's right there. So, and they even have a side view on it because that's what tickled me the most was they had a front view, which is excellent. And then all of a sudden they had his head turned. I'm like, wait a minute, that's weird because I'm using that. Would I like for it to be like the same cloth? Yes, it would be great and all. But, if I find a hood that's front ways and then sideways at the same time that looks great, I will be happy to redo all the shit again for the banners. The banners were hard to do. they were hard to do. Because I've done them. I was like, yes. And then when I found this and created a new Reaper, I was like, so now I have to redo shit. I mean, I created all the banners with Phantom Reaper, and then I had to redo the name. So that took a while, and then just take that out and put it back in. And then I had to redo the Reaper, so I'll take that out and put it back in, So it was cool. I do have a reveal. Even though it's revealed and stuff, I do have a reveal coming out. And I've redone a lot of the intros. I have my own outro. I have my intro now. Well, I need to do an intro, but the reveal, I wanted the reveal to be the intro. Like kind of cut that out a little bit, but I did it to where it was so long. So what I'm actually wanting to do is make it shorter and stuff like that. So I'll be working on making that shorter and all that. But it's been a long time. You guys are rambling, or hearing me ramble, but what's been going on in my world is just so, it's like, oh my god, I finally got the game capture that I wanted. Because you guys know I got fucked on Amazon a while back. So they finally gave me the game capture that I wanted. Now, the thing is, my computer is not so fucking, mine's a Walmart computer. You get it and boom, there it is. It's like all in one. There's no tower that comes, which I should have looked. I should have, because like I thought the tower was with it, Of course, I thought it was cool because it was touchscreen, but I don't know. I should have looked and I should have asked, be like, is there any tower monitor based ones instead of just all in one? I should have asked and looked, and I didn't, and I'm beating my head against the wall for it. Because with that, I could probably upgrade it a little bit. This, I cannot upgrade at all. There's no way I could take it apart. Because if I take it apart, it's a screen too, so if something fucks up on that, I'm fucked. So anyway, I'm going to try to invest in I'm going to save up money and invest in a new computer. Hopefully that would help me out, what I might do is I might, buy it piece by piece, and stuff like that. And like just put it up in the corner because I have a guy that could get it. Or what I thought about is when I get my tax check, tell him to order the tower case. You know, not everything, just the tower case. I just want the tower case. And if that's cheap enough, I'll be like, maybe a power supply, you know, stuff like that. And then after that, and then it's a slow pace of getting that and this and that and this and that, you know. Um, but that's pretty much it of that. There's just certain things that I want. Like I wouldn't mind having a cooler, like a water cooler one, but that's so much money, and if shit fucking goes wrong, it will ruin the fucking, you know. So I'm not even gonna fuck with that. But anyway, back on to what I was saying before I got distracted by the computer thing. So there was that, and then there was a complication because I was like, cool, I've got it, you know. Because it said PS4, Xbox One, and Xbox 360. I'm like, 360, so it could do PS3. Wrong. Apparently Sony is, I don't know, like, they didn't, it's like they wanted to protect their shit, you know, because instead of having a software where it cuts out this HTCP or whatever, or HSCP, I think that's how you, yeah, anyway, to where, like, you can't record anything. If you have a game capture at all, you cannot record off of the PS3 at all. None whatsoever. Sucks, yes, but I mean, they were trying to protect their shit, you know. And Sony still does that because with, you know, like if you don't want people to ruin the ending or you want certain scenes to be secret, you know, even when you record off of the PS4, like through the PS4, not just like, you know, even live stream, they fucking block shit. You know, it's like, oh, this has been blocked. And it's like, are you kidding me? You know, which is why I'm always afraid. I'm so afraid of doing, so afraid of doing the live stream on the PS4. It hasn't blocked anything yet. You know, through the Phantom Pain. But I'm always afraid there's gonna fucking throw up a block scene that's gonna be like, motherfuckers, stop with the blocking. You know, it's stupid. You know, I mean, to me, it's stupid anyway, because people are gonna find their ways around shit. They're gonna find, you know, like, it's like, why block it? You know, it's like, dude, they're gonna find out. They're gonna, you know, find the scene anyway. Why even block it? So, yeah, so there was this method I went through. You get an HDMI splitter, and what happens is, I mean, I'm all for Sony, okay? Don't get me wrong. I like Xbox too, and PC, and the Nintendo stuff. Nintendo Switch looks cool to me. But I'm more of a Sony person. I'm a Sony, you know. I grew up, I mean, my first console was a Nintendo. Was a Super Nintendo. So, yeah, that was my first console. And then when the PlayStation came out, I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, so I got the PlayStation. Nintendo's more, you know, they have not kiddish stuff, but it's more, you know, cartoony and all that. You know, they invest in that shit. Which is all fine and good. You know, sorry, I had to adjust myself. Which is all fine and good for, like, Mario and all that. With me, I want stuff like Metal Gear. When I first saw Metal Gear on the PlayStation, I looked at my dad and I was like, I gotta have that. You know. So, I got that for Christmas, you know, so it was cool. But the splitter thing, you hook it up. You hook the console up to that, and then where the two of them come out, one goes in the TV, one goes in the HDMI. So what I'm actually doing is capturing PlayStation 3. Now, since mine's not powerful, my computer, there is a delay. So I can't like just watch it on the computer and play it. So I gotta watch it on the TV. But the thing is, I can't. With the PS3, there is no headphone thing. Or I don't have a headphone. I should go out and buy one, like a cheap old headphone that I could just plug in there and listen on that. Because it drives me bonkers. There's a delay, of audio and stuff like that. It's bonkers. Okay, so I've actually recorded Metal Gear first episode. I'm still learning how to do this and edit and all that, good jazz. What else? What was it? Oh, and then Metal Gear 2 and like all the Metal Gear stuff. So and you guys are probably wondering, after I pretty much play all the Metal Gear shit, what am I gonna do? Well, I'm gonna just move on to other shit like Devil May Cry, Silent Hill, Zone of the Enders. I'm just start like getting games that, and once I get that out there, and I want to do indie games too, like Subnautica. I want to do that. That's an awesome game. I think I have a couple of Minecraft videos. I'm not for sure. I was gonna do a Minecraft live stream at one point, but that doesn't seem likely for a while. I don't know. I have to get with certain people and see what's going on. But it's awesome to have a game capture now. I mean, I was using an emulator on my PC, playing the game, recording it, or whatever. I mean, I'm still doing that. Don't worry, I'm still doing that with certain games. With like the PS4, I could record, but the thing is, shit's blocked. I don't know if they're gonna block. They shouldn't, because it's recording, so it shouldn't get blocked. So but with Xbox, I tried to record like Halo. I wanted to do like a Halo video for you guys. So, the problem is, Xbox only records 5 minutes of the video, when the Sony PlayStation records 60 minutes, up to an hour. So I'm like, and it takes forever to process 5 minutes. I don't know why. I have no clue. I mean, if other people can... Mother trucker, I keep hitting that. If other people can clue me in on it, that would be great, So, what's been going on here has been a lot of buying and finding shit. You guys knew I beat 2.8, and 2.8 is awesome. I might bring it down and record some stuff off of that. 1.5, 2.5 is coming out on the 28th of March. So I'm kind of scrambling to put stuff in the bank, because since I bought the game capture and the splitter, I don't really have enough for the pre-order. So I'm like, shit, and I need money to redo my thing, and I'm like, shit, my PlayStation membership. So I was like, so the membership comes first, because I think it runs out the 8th. I may be too late. I don't know. And then after that, then it's the game, because it comes out the 28th. So, yeah. It's all a hassle, a rush right now, because I'm just kind of like an idiot at this point. But, yeah, that's how it goes. So, I don't really have topics for for this, but it's just me being solo for a while until I can get certain stuff straightened out. There's some aspects, certain things that are me related plus the crew related. I need to get out and need to see what's going on. There's no real big issues. It's just something I'm trying to get. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get this organized and everything else. As you guys know, that 2 o'clock is pretty much the record time. I was a little bit slow, but 2 o'clock is a record time on Sundays for the podcast. Would I like for it to be live? Yes, I would. I would love for it to be live. Which I've got the Eagle or Elgato capture, and maybe I could try to do that. But I doubt it. With the lag and shit. Or I might do like a Google live stream, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm really kind of just like, I'm trying to figure out live stream stuff, but the stupid computer doesn't have enough fucking, capacity to do live. And what sucks is for my internet, for me to do live stream, I have to have my computer upstairs, my computer down here off, completely off, and then my PlayStation running. If either one of them's on, it fucks up the live stream for some damn reason. I don't know why, or it won't let me stream. And it sucks, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Guys, if you guys have not done it yet, please go to Fanboy Frenzy. That's where... Sorry, I had to position my feet. That's where some of the podcast goes. It's supposed to be regular, like, simultaneously. But, if you want to support Fanboy Frenzy, go there. Because there's a lot of other content that's pretty cool. I think it's like on my MyCloud or whatever. But they make all kinds of cool content, and then they're coming out with Fanboy Frenzy News, which is it is extreme news, but for me, I'm gonna try to. I mean, I know, what's been going on with Metal Gear and Kojima Productions. The news off of them, I'm trying to keep up on all the news and keep everything good and fresh, because then I could just pop over there and give out news. Because as you know, my channel is not really a news related channel. I don't sit there and do news, like Youngia or Gamers Joint or HMK. Those guys are like news related gaming channels, which is cool. I wouldn't mind doing that. But to do it in a fashion, because HMK, Youngia, I'm sorry, I hate to say, he is slow on stuff. Yeah, it takes him like a week, I guess, to make a video for news that just came out for a week, Like, dude, it's been out. Where were you been? We already know this. You don't need to make a video. Right now he's probably just making videos so his content can keep up. It's, I don't know. I'm sorry for, Youngia, I'm really sorry to bash you so constantly, but I think I got it out in one, either podcast or the Reaper Talk or whatever, that it makes me so mad because, when he was doing, Let's Plays, and he wanted to do Let's Play, he made a separate channel for it, for the Let's Plays, And I mean, maybe that's why he kind of, I guess, suffers from not getting the news on time, which is cool. If that is. But he came out with a video saying that he won't do young plays for a while because it feels like it's a chore, it's a job, and he doesn't want it to be like that. He wants it to be the way he wants it to, but it feels like a chore because he has to put videos out there of him playing the video games. And it's such a chore. And it's like, dude, why do you think we do it? We don't sit there and I mean, I love it. I crank videos out because I love it, and I want to have more days to crank the videos out, but until I can get stuff freed up some days or some time, and I need to do more videos and stuff like that, I'll get more videos edited and everything else. But until then, yeah, it's gonna seem like a chore. It is a chore. If you want YouTube to be fun and a job at the same time, yeah, it's gonna be at times like, oh man, I really don't want to do this. I just want to sit, play my games the way I want to play them, and stuff like that, and sit around and watch videos and stuff like that. I mean, that I do that sometimes. But I know I have to crank this shit out or nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's going to, give a damn if I don't crank shit out. Especially good content, I'm learning as I go. So you can see my growth over time of how I'm starting to become independent and stop relying on other shit. Like the templates I use for my intro and outro, they were pretty much templates. You just type in a name and boom, that's it. Which is a good learning tool, but I'm getting away from that. I'm actually doing my own stuff, even though it's Photoshoppy, and yes, it's editing. It's not really animated. It's stupid, but I don't care. It's me. I'm not trying to do it half-ass. I have a bunch of ideas that I want for an intro and outro and stuff like that. But really, it's like you have to crawl before you can walk. You know what I mean? So Young, I guess just sticks with the codec and news that's like a week late. I bust his balls because I hated that. I did not like that he said that because it kind of puts down gamers that you do YouTube, like myself, like PewDiePie. I mean, I think PewDiePie got away from that kind of, like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye. It kind of puts them down. It's like, and it's like, oh, I feel like it's a chore. It's like, dude, you love playing video games. It's hard to comment. I've even said it's hard to talk where you're trying to concentrate. Because you want to do good on this game and not be like, oh, he sucks, but you want to do good, which is, it's my thing. It's hard, okay? It's hard to strike up conversations and do stuff, especially on a live stream, because it's hard. It's really, really hard. But, you do better as you get to it. I mean, for a long time, when I first started, I hardly even talked. I hardly said anything. But now I'm starting to get ideas and stuff like that. Make jokes, crack jokes, stuff like that. But it's I don't know, it ticks me off. The dude loves video games. He has a channel dedicated to giving news out to video games. He loves playing video games, but for some reason it's a chore for him to put on his mic and his headset, pop in a game, record the game, and make casual conversation with the audience while he's playing a game. Apparently that's a chore and hard. And it is hard at sometimes when there's nothing to talk about. When nothing's coming to mind. yes, I understand that, but and probably because everybody's like, well, where's the next episode? Where's the next episode? You know, so yeah. Sorry for busting your balls, young, but it kind of needs to happen. um, but I applaud HMK and the Gamers Joint. When news comes out, they are right the fuck there. Maybe a day later, or maybe because either while they're sleeping or something happened, or they are right the fuck there. And they don't fucking do this transitiony pretty shit. They have an intro and outro, and they just slapped fucking gameplay and pictures in it while they're talking about it, and that's it. There's no fancy dancy shit that they do. That's why they get out shit faster. And what's cool, I don't know if you guys ever noticed it, but what's cool is HMK actually retweeted my Twitter and actually talked to me. So that was pretty cool. Thanks, HMK. You're awesome. So I'm trying to get Gamers Joint to notice me and talk to me. It's like, dude, bro, come on. Those are my two favorite Kingdom Hearts and other gaming, and well, the majority of Kingdom Hearts stuff is the Gamers Joint. And I think he does other stuff like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. But the other HMK does Kingdom Hearts, but also does Zelda. He does Zelda stuff, so, and all Final Fantasy and all kinds of stuff. And he's awesome. So anyway, yeah. I totally forgot where I was going. But yeah, and I do have some sad news. We did get it like sometime either last week that it was reported from the Kojima Productions that Kojima won't be participating in an event and will be away because of a family member that passed away. So, he's been away for a while, and then now he's back. And he tweeted that his mother passed away. So, I want to give my condolences to Kojima Productions and Kojima himself. It's a hard thing. My father lost his mom, my grandmother, and it's a hard thing. I know if I ever lose my father or my mother, it's gonna be so devastating, to me, because them two are them two push me. Not really. I mean, they push me, but they also are the ones that congratulate me on everything. They've, and it's like, a lot of people, it's like, yeah, your mom and dad's gonna congratulate you on what you do, but it's also, it really sucks, because it's like they were your parents, and they were there for you. They take care of you, So I give my condolences to Kojima. Sorry you're going through that, man. I really hope for the best. Time heals all. So there's not really much I could say. But thank you for continuing what you do. But moving on from that, I really hope Kojima gets up and out there. It's going to be hard for him to get up on his feet while he's dealing with this, but it's, he's strong. I know he is. But yeah, if you guys haven't really done it, go to But go to Preacher Six. Um, on Twitter, go to their, GoFundMe page, and you get all kinds of perks. Guys support the movie, and my indie friend Kyle Hester, he's an amazing dude. I've had him on the podcast, and it's awesome. He's awesome. It's and I think once we get down the road a little bit, I want to have him on again to see how that's going. As far as GoFundMe wise, and I wouldn't mind having him on again. While like, yeah, maybe like beginning production, maybe mid production, and the final production. And then once his movie comes out, I will be getting it. Or it'd be awesome if they do a premiere. Like if it's like theater release in theaters, a premiere, and I get invited to the premiere. Yeah, just kind of putting it out there. But it's awesome. The concept of Preacher Six reminds me of Devil May Cry. It's different. It's way different. It's so don't even get the idea of, oh, they didn't copy off of it. But it just reminds me, because the artwork they showed, a guy with a katana standing there and talking about, killing demons with guns, and he's a preacher going in town just killing demons. It's like Quentin Tarantino type film. It reminds me of Devil May Cry. Because Devil May Cry, your weapons are a sword and guns. And other type of armaments, but basically sword and guns, and you go kill demons, And to be honest, if they pull this off, I think I might talk to Kyle about this. I think it'd be a good idea if him and his wife could write up a script for the Devil May Cry movie. That would be rad. Be like, dude, just go watch all the games except for DMC. The new DMC, leave that shit alone. But Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4, watch them all and get what's going on with Devil May Cry. And I think they could do it. I really think they could, if they could pull this off. If you guys have not heard, the director, I cannot remember his name. It's a weird name. But the same guy did the King Kong movie that's coming out. Is actually doing the Metal Gear movie. And went and visited Kojima at Kojima Productions. Because there's pictures of him, Kojima, and Ludens. And I'm like, oh, shit. It's going down. So he's immersed himself into the gaming world and Metal Gear. He even sees it because, like, you guys know my thing with video games, and like with Assassin's Creed and Ghost in a Shell, or like Assassin's Creed, because Ghost in a Shell ain't coming out yet, hasn't been out yet. Assassin's Creed and Resident Evil and Dragon Ball Evolution, Hollywood has. Assassin's Creed is its own thing, I guess. It's the same universe, but it's its own thing. Just like Assassin's Creed games, which I understand the concept. But, apparently Ubisoft hasn't seen the spirits within, because they're trying to adopt the same technique as in their games. In their games, there is series. Okay, there's different worlds. And what I mean by that is they have Altair's world, Ezio's, Connor, Edward Kenway's, just all kinds of these assassins in different games. Jacob and E.B. Fry and all that. But the thing is, the very, very thing is, if you put that formula and say, we won't do another game, we'll just do a movie. Kind of like the same thing we've been doing with the games. How it's different assassins, different protagonists in the modern world. We'll just do that. And apparently Ubisoft did not learn from that. That people don't want that. People want like an Ezio story or Altair story, or add on to one of the protagonists. Because Squaresoft, I think it was Square Enix at the time, but Square Enix, Squaresoft, they did that. They applied the same formula. You know, Spirits Within would have been okay as a game, you know, but they made Spirits Within, and it's just like the same concept of any Final Fantasy game. There's no sequel. Each game is different. It's like a different game each time, but the same components apply. You know, attack, defense, magic, or whatever. People hated that. People fucking hated that. They hated the game, or the movie. They hated the movie. They hated it. So, what did Square Enix do? They released a sequel, instead of releasing a sequel game, they released a sequel movie to Final Fantasy VII, and it was Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, and it was a fucking masterpiece. It was awesome. It was the shit. And then they released a game, a sequel, or is it Rise of Cerberus or Dirge of Cerberus or something like that, about Vincent. And it was like a add-on. It was either an add-on or before the film, or something like that. I don't know. But it was pretty cool. It was like a run and gun type deal. You know, it was... damn it. I hit my mic. But it was cool. It was different. The thing is, with that, you know, that was cool. And it's still fucking loved to this day. I have the Blu-ray version, the complete edition. And that fucking still rocks my world just watching it. It's cool. And of course, the person that plays in it plays in soaps and stuff like that my wife watches. And he's from, I think he was raised in Indiana. I don't know if he was born in Indiana, but I know he was raised in Indiana in the mood. So that was pretty cool. You know, kind of like a wink wink, you know. But the thing is, you know, did they go back, or they made another movie. Did they go back and do the same thing with Spirits Within? No. They made a prequel movie for Final Fantasy 15. They even made an anime of Final Fantasy 15 that's not a part of the game. I haven't seen the anime, but I've seen the movie. Holy shit. It is awesome. It is fucking awesome. And it gives the game more development type deal. Even though 15 was rushed, and you could fucking tell it was rushed. But it gives more depth. Just like Final Fantasy 7. You have Crisis Core, you have Dirge of Cerberus, you have I think you have an anime too, and you have another prequel game, you have the main game, and you have a movie, you know, that expands this universe of Final Fantasy 7. You know, you didn't really understand it when the game came out. You know, you're like, wow. Then now you've seen and played it all, it's like, wow, that is awesome. I know, you know, and they're doing a remake. It's awesome. Capcom has done the Resident Evil series, kind of like an add-on type deal with Leon and Claire and stuff like that. I haven't seen the new one. I think there's 3 animated movies. I've seen the first one. I don't know if I've seen the 2 or 3. I believe so, or it's just 2. But I've seen the film, and like the first movie was okay. It's like cool. It's reminiscent of the first and second series. It's cool. But no, no. It's like the same direction they went with the games. No, just no. So apparently, Squaresoft didn't learn from that concept. And to be honest, I think they should have expanded on Desmond and Altair or Edward or Connor or Ezio. Either one of those. Or like all three of those together. That would have been cool. But I don't know. I'm worried about Ghost in the Shell. But this guy taking the direction of Metal Gear movie, saying that he knows Hollywood would fuck it up. And right there, when I read that, I wanted to scream out loud and go, "There you go. There you go." That's what I'm talking about. I've preached about it for a while, that Hollywood fucks up anime and fucks up video games, and going from that to live action so much, because they're not only are they trying to appeal to the video game audience, they're trying to make the other audience understand it. Instead of doing it the way the video game does it. And then, like, if people are curious about it, because Hollywood, to be honest, Hollywood is scared of the video game industry, because you make one movie, you want to make it a franchise. You know what I mean? You want to make the fucking movie a franchise, just like Resident Evil. It's a battle between that and the games. Which they fucked up with Resident Evil, because not only did the game went down the fucking stupid path it went, the movie did the same thing. So after Resident Evil 6, and after Resident Evil, I think the last one, I don't think that's even out yet, or it's going to be out, or whatever. I mean, after a while, after the other one movie came out, nobody was really giving a shit about Resident Evil. Nobody really cared. It's like, oh, they're coming out with Resident Evil. Pfft, yeah, whatever. That game's gay. Even I thought about it. I still bought it, to see, because they said they're going back to roots. It's like, all right. 6, they're going back to the roots. 6 was a disaster, people. Okay, I've seen 7 all the way through. It's alright. It's not. They didn't go back to their roots, because it was more supernatural than anything. They didn't do anything but make it supernatural. That's all they did. They made it supernatural. How, and really, Capcom, you can't leave the supernatural shit to the other supernatural games. You have to fucking make Resident Evil supernatural. Resident Evil is a bio. And you could tell me all the time, no, it's not supernatural. Dude, watch it. So, well, I'm all out of time for this podcast, because I have to get ready for the live stream. But yeah, it's been amazing doing this. I'm coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the podcast, so we're going to be doing a special, making a classic podcast, which is me and Nico for the 1 year anniversary. I'm not going to do like an extravaganza of like, putting like little tidbits or whatever. You guys can go look for that, but we're gonna reminisce and go on and stuff like that, and the future of the podcast and all that. So guys, thank you guys for listening to this podcast. please go down below to check out my Facebook, Twitter, Twitch account, and also to join my live streams every Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time until I get to where Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain is stopped at this moment. And then I will plan other future live streams here and there, just to do it, be like, yeah, there you go. But anyway, please go to my Twitter and Facebook for updates. I'm mainly on my Twitter account, so if you guys want to interact with me there, I'm mostly there. But I do have it linked to my Facebook, so I can actually, go to Facebook and react to that. So, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day after Tuesday, and it is a pleasure, and I will see you guys next time.